Hey guys, I'm back at the bus again. I got all those video clips up from the last couple weeks, so I hope you enjoyed those. And as you can see, I've gotten the floor secure now. I mean, you can't see unless I go really close, and then you can see the screws there. I haven't secured these two small sections yet. That's because I gotta go for the day. I got the seat back where it needs to be. I got the holes drilled, but they're not lining up exactly, and so I'm gonna have to come out here another time. I have a couple more hours to get those turned in to the places they need to be, and then I bought nuts to secure those down, and so that'll be my next project, along with cleaning out all the dust, sawdust and whatnot, and using the leftover silicone that I have to just seal between the boards and between the board and the wall, and just kind of giving everything a final touch up there, so that way when I'm ready to put down the vinyl flooring that I'm going to do, everything's ready there. And then my next step will be to work on the walls and get that spray foam ordered once I pay everyone who needs to be paid this week. So yeah. But until then, sorry, got something on my thumb. Until then, it's mainly just cleanup work and planning out the next few things. So obviously the wall, laying out where I'm going to put rooms and everything, and just kind of cleaning stuff up. I had some leftover paint that I bought for floors and stuff, and so I used it here, and it seems to be drying and setting real good there. And so this is probably where I'm going to put a metal plaque with words etched out in it that my mom bought me for Christmas that says, be the change you want to see in the world. And so that's probably going to go right there, because this is obviously going to be my bedroom, from that back wall to about the second window, give or take. Just enough room so I can position my bed either or, depending. But anyway, this video is not going to be too long, because like I said, I gotta go to work and do inventory, plus I'm getting hungry, and it's getting dark. So I'm going to wrap it up here at the bus for today, and then I'll be back probably tomorrow before work to do a little bit, and then hopefully Thursday, if I have the whole day off, I can really get some stuff done. So, yep. See y'all when I see y'all. And thanks again for watching and supporting me. Bye. Hey everyone, back on the bus here today, Thursday. I finally got all the boards up front secure. At the end of the day, since it takes a while to actually set up, I'm going to put those silicone between the floorboards and the wall at the end of the day. Right now I'm actually about to go to lunch and get some different bolts, because the ones I got, I'm sure if you got a tool it'd be easier, but by hand at least, I couldn't get the nut to go as tight as I need to on the bolts. And so I'm going to get some new bolts that I can actually get tightened all the way by hand, because I know they exist. But still make sure they're the right length and thickness to go through the floor. And then I'm going to put those in and get them as tight as I can by myself. And then hopefully sometime later this week I'll be able to get someone out here to make sure that I can get them as tight as humanly possible. Just because if I have two people, one holding the bolt steady while I tighten it down below, we should be able to get it to the point where this seat is no longer movable, and then it'll be ready to drive again. And as you can kind of see down here, I got boards to do the trim under the windows. This is my first board, and yes, I used my little level that's right there, and I went every foot or so, and I made sure that was level. So that is a level piece of wood. that I screwed on here, and that's pretty much going to be probably sealed between the wall and here a little more with some more, sorry, the word left me. It's going to be sealed more with some more silicone, because I'm going to probably buy that more today while I'm at the hardware store while I'm waiting for my lunch. And then, yeah, I'm going to continue to put those boards in all the way up to the front and do the same thing on the other side. I probably had to cut a little bit off of the ones once I get close to the front, because I overbought, but probably only by about a few inches, just because I didn't want to take and do the math, be like, okay, so the math came out when I did it to 8.8 feet, or 8.8 boards, I mean, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go and buy 9 boards, it's not worth it, trying to figure out if I can buy a smaller board. And so yeah, I got 9 of these 1x3s for $45, so that's not too bad. And I'll probably buy some 1x4s for down here as well, since that matches up pretty good with where I want it there. I might have to try to take some more of these screws out that I didn't really get all the way out when I cut the metal. But for now, I'm going to go to lunch, and then I'm going to come back and work on that some more. So I'd like to thank you guys for the 16 views on my last video. That's the most views I've gotten in a while. And I'm sure my little bird guest at the end of the video helped, along with the fact that I'm actually really getting stuff done now, instead of just like turning stuff out and it not looking done. And so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get quite a bit done by the end of the day, so I can stand from back here and be like, here's everything I got done. And so yeah, today I got paid, so probably tonight or tomorrow night I'm gonna sit down, figure out the math, and see how much spray foam I need to buy to do the walls at least, and then yeah, kind of move on from there. It's actually not too bad in here, even though it's like 75, 80 something outside with like 80% humidity. Of course I'm sweating, but like it's cooler in the shade than not in the shade. And so I just feel once I get the outside of the bus painted a lighter color and I get like a cooling and heating system in here, it's going to actually be a very comfortable spot. Plus there's just going to be some general adjusting wise temperature, but I don't think that'll be too hard for me. Like it probably will be the first couple months of actually living in here, but you know, working on it, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be hot, it's going to be sweaty, there's not going to be air. So yeah, and I know my girlfriend lives in a trailer, so she'll already be somewhat more adjusted to the fluctuations, like not having a set temperature all day. Because like in a house, you can pretty much, even an older house that isn't very well sealed for maintaining temperature, you can set it to like 70, 65, 60 if you're me, or lower. And it'll pretty much maintain a comfortable temperature all day and stuff. It might run all day, but it'll maintain a temperature. But in here, in a trailer, you set it and it'll maintain that temperature for about an hour, depending on if it's shut off or turns on, or if it breaks down, then it's like pretty much like I said in here. It's going to be cooler because of the shade, but it's still warm inside a mobile home when the air isn't working, which is almost every other month, depending on what kind of trailer you get and what trailer park you live in. So anyway, I'm going to leave things open just because I don't plan on being gone more than half an hour. And then I'll come back and keep working. So, see you after a while. Bye. Hey everyone. I'm just finishing up my day here. I didn't get the metal treated or the silicone put between the floorboards. That's because it took me forever in a day to get the seat to go in the way that I wanted it to, and so I pretty much had to do that. My girlfriend's in my car waiting. Don't know if you can see her or not, but I'm just gonna have to come back tomorrow after work and do those few things. But yeah, the bus seat is secure. The wall panels are in. This side I'm more proud of than that side, mainly because I need to lift that side up and stuff. But otherwise, another day done, and I'll be back tomorrow. So thanks for supporting me again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone, I'm back out at the bus today. So the stuff I did you really can't see too much of. I had some extra wiring that was hooked up to like the heater that I took out under there, and some stuff was hooked up to like the radio that I didn't even need hooked up and stuff. So I basically took this piece out and all of that piece out and swept in there and cleaned that out and got all that wiring taken out. And then I used the silicone, which I went through a bottle and a third, sealing around the edges of the walls and between some of the planks here where they didn't quite meet. I still need to do back here by the wall, but I got done pretty much everything I wanted to besides that today. I got here about 9 and it's now noon, and so I'll probably go in and get some lunch, and then when I come back here later, get another thing of silicone and just kind of touch up around some areas that need to be done. I need to take these up yet and do around the wheel wells with the silicone and back there with the silicone. And then I need to actually attach my covers down to the floor and stuff. And then the next step will be ordering spray foam, because I should have enough money after I'm done paying the gal who's letting me keep the bus here and paying my registration for my car. I should have enough to get spray foam and then figure out what I want to do next. So yeah, pretty productive day. I mean, at least for me, those were small things, but I wanted to get them done, and I treated the metal. And so those were small things that I wanted to get done, and now that they're done, I'm just like, okay, next thing. Because when it comes to a project like this, there's always something next and stuff. Even the people I've talked to who have completed their schoolies are like, it's just a constant let's see, can we make this better? And so at this stage, there's always going to be something to do for sure. And so I'm just kind of working day by day at it. And so I still have a lot of dust that needs to be gotten up and cleaned off. And I still need to take these down sometime and clean the mold off of these covers here and a little bit off that hatch. But it's getting there. And so I'm really not too worried about it. I mean, I'm enjoying this, and hopefully I can get this done in the next month or so. But it all depends on time and money. I should be getting more money from my work because I've been working more hours, plus I got a raise. Not much of a raise, but enough. And then my birthday's also coming up, so money from that. And so yeah, I'm going to walk these to the dumpster, or at least one of them. I'll probably hold on to the other one and use it to make sure I get the right stuff. I'll probably just need one more tube of it for right now anyway. I like using the silicone mainly because it takes, and like it says here, it's weatherproof, ready in 30 minutes, 10-year mold free. It's the stuff that adheres to pretty much every surface. It won't freeze, and it's sunproof, good for wet and dry. It's non-paintable, but that's not really a main concern for me, considering how I'm not going to be painting over it. I'm mainly just going to be putting my flooring over it for the stuff that I put on the floor. And if I use it to seal like anything's like gaps between the wall, it'll be mostly for that, and then I'll obviously put something in over it that I'm going to either paint or have something over it. So yeah, I'm just gonna put stuff back in the bus here now, so that way I can take off here pretty soon and have some lunch. So I meant to pack a lunch, but then I didn't have a lot of food at my dad's to pack, and so I was like, okay, I'll leave that for him for his lunch, and I'll just treat myself and stuff. That might, cut into my money for spray foam, but if anything, I can always wait one more week before ordering spray foam and just work on small things like touching up the metal, making sure that's ready to go and stuff, so that when I do get the spray foam, all that has to be done is things have to be covered and then sprayed. So the main things I'm going to cover is probably the windows and the flooring, just because you don't want to get this stuff where you don't want it. And then I'm probably going to order the kit that has, the proper respirator stuff, so I'm not going to be using the one I bought. And then it also has the whole suit, gloves, eye protection, extra nozzles, extra hoses, the reusable stuff that I can come back and use if I don't use all of it, because they only offer it, in like 50 square foot increments, so you can get 50, 100, 150, 200, and so yeah, it just kind of goes up from there. But I know I'm not going to need that much because, it dries and sets up to be 1 inch thick. So yeah, it really just depends on what I need. But yeah, so this is me closing up the bus. There's a little mechanism up there that likes to catch and keeps the door open, and so that's why I was doing that. It wasn't stuck or nothing. Anyway, closing up the bus and ending another day's work. The only thing that I also need to do when I go get more silicone, hopefully before anything gets in there, is I noticed when I was cleaning that stuff out, like I told you, there's a giant hole up there when they took off stuff, because you can't have the certain emergency lights on the bus, you can't have your stop sign that comes out on your bus when you're not using it for school purposes, and so they took all that stuff out, and that was one of the holes that got left. So I just need to get another can of that spray foam stuff and spray it in that hole, just because the spray foam works best for that kind of thing than the silicone. I know I use the silicone in some areas of my bus for a similar application, but that was underneath the bus and being covered up by the plywood, and I just wanted something to keep the plywood dry. And so since that's kind of like in a bad spot, I want to spray foam it and then probably put silicone on the outside to weatherproof it and protect it from the rain. And so yeah, that's my plan. Anyway, I'm heading out, so one last view of the bus, and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, it's another day here out at the bus. It was really hot this morning, and I almost forgot I had to go help move tables around for our church's VBS, so I didn't get out here right away. I got out here after lunch, about 2, just because I wasn't sure what the weather was doing. It didn't rain, and it cooled off, and so that helped me get some work done. But I want to get another drill bit in case the one I have breaks. But I put in some 2x4s down along the base there. I'm going to do another set up here above that, and then this unfortunately has to all be replaced with 2x4. I don't even know why I put those on there. I thought, it would work, and then I started looking at my idea book, and I'm like, actually, no, it's not going to work. But I won't waste these. I'll probably use them to help me build something for in the bus. They'll have a lot of holes, but if anything, I'll work with the holes and stuff, so I don't have to pre-drill holes for that. And then I'm kind of using some bits that I had to make a little leg for that. Not that I had any issue with like wanting to fall off, but just so I could remember that, hey, I want to make a wooden box to go under there to put wiring or something like that in. And then I'm sure, as you've noticed, if I back up and turn around, I have that up there. There's not gonna actually be a wall there. It's actually all gonna be open after this point. So I thought about putting like guest beds in here, and I still am up in the air about that, because then it'll only give me like 8 to maybe 12 feet of living space. And so I'm just like, do I want to push it all the way back, my eating and living space, so that way I just have my bedroom and then workable bathroom, and then that's it. Maybe some storage, no guest bed or beds, I don't know. It's still up in the air. But anyway, the point of this was just kind of to show you how it is going to work. I'm obviously going to go in about another 6 inches and stuff, because I did the math and I can have about 2.5 feet foot walls, so they'd stick out just a little bit past here, and then that'll still give me a 2.5 foot walkway, which is plenty of room for me and most people I know to go through. And then it makes it so you got enough room that when you're using the bathroom or the shower, that you have enough room to sit and stand and do whatever. And so yeah, but these will pretty much be similar to this. One post here, one post there, and then 2x4 on the bottom, and then 2 in the middle, and then 1 closer to the top here. So it'll kind of be like flush with that, and then 2 down here that kind of come into this window channel. And so yeah, this 2x4 is not exactly lined up with that, but that's kind of how it would go. And then it would attach to the floor and to the roof, and then that's about it. I don't know if I want to attach it to here. I mean, I thought about it. It's just I gotta get a lot stronger drill bits, because screwing into these beams here has been killing my drill bits. But yeah, this video is gonna go up with the rest of the videos and stuff, and I don't even know why I'm saying that, because obviously when this video goes up, you'll know, hey, there's a video here. But anyway, at the end of each of these little segments, I'd like to thank you all for watching and supporting me, and hopefully the next time I have a full day off, I can actually come and just do this, considering how I'm almost completely ready for con this year. And so this is like the next, like, it's still the big thing, but like my priority list kind of gets switched around depending on what is coming up first. And since con is coming up long before August, I want to get con stuff out of the way, and then that'll probably only be another like 6 days or less, and then I'm going to spend more time on this. So I won't need to get more drill bits, and then probably longer screws and stuff, because I'm going to try to use the holes that are here from the seats and attach these 2x4s here from the bottom, so I don't have to worry about drilling into the metal and ruining pre-drill bits. And so I'm guessing that'll work. I haven't tried it yet, but I want to get longer screws, so that way it's actually holding it in pretty well. So yeah. that's kind of my plan. And then once I get the walls like studied out, sorry, I couldn't think of the word there. Once I get the walls studied out, then I can get the spray foam. It was a lot more expensive than I realized, and I might have to get 2 types of it, or one type at least, but it's more expensive because it's the slow rise stuff, so I can do in between the wall cavities here is what they recommend. And so if I get that, I'll obviously be able to use it on the whole wall. It's just going to take a little bit slower to completely rise and set up, and it's going to be more expensive, but I'll have more of it too. That's the thing. That's why it's more expensive, is they give you enough for almost 2,000 square feet, and since I'm just doing the walls, I don't need nearly that much. But yeah, I'll have it. So that's kind of where I'm at for the bus right now. But I'm gonna start packing up and heading out to dinner. So I almost didn't come out here because after the whole working at church, I just wasn't feeling the energy to do this. And this first 2x4 was kind of an experiment of, do I want to drill down? Do I want to drill in? Do I want to do 2 screws? Do I want to do 1? And by the time I finished with this little segment here, I pretty much am like, okay, I'm just going to do 1 hole drilled into the metal wall, because that's the easiest part to drill through, in the middle. And so obviously it's 6 screws I put in, but it's 1 hole in the middle every foot or so, and they're not obviously that great because I didn't measure it, because yeah, I might be overkilling it with the screws, but at least it's not going to come out. And that's really the main point, is because this is going to be my walls, and then yeah, all my appliances and stuff. So if this all works out the way I want it to, and I can get some better drill bits, like I don't even need multiple sizes, I just want 1 size, and I want like 50 of them, because drilling into metal really kills your drill bits. And I try to find special drill bits, and they still break on me and stuff, even though I spend the extra like $3. And so I'm just gonna try to find a pack of good ones that are all the same size, in like 50 of them, for hopefully $20-$30, give or take. And hopefully that'll allow me just to go through this really quickly. Because like doing these bottom ones, that only took me like 45 minutes. And if I can do the top ones through the already pre-existing holes in this metal here, then, and just go up from the bottom, then I won't have to worry about pre-drilling anything there. I just have to get the wood cut. And then the only thing I really have to do is pre-drill for these ones and pre-drill the wood. I'm going to use hopefully the pre-existing holes for these, and then just pre-drill the wood for when I put 2x4s up around the windows. And I might not worry about doing this piece underneath here, since I'll have 2x4s there, and on either side of the window I might just leave like that 1.5 foot gap without a 2x4, and then just spray foam it, because obviously these walls are going to receive minimal, impact, and it's not like they're supporting, it's just to make this all look nice. And then hopefully I can paint, because I don't plan on doing any wall covering up past the point of the wood, and so I plan on painting that metal, cleaning and painting the metal back here, doing the same thing with the ceiling, cleaning and repainting it, hopefully either a matte white, which will give it a more house feel, or keep the roof as like a gloss white, just because I kind of like how it reflects, because I think it'll give it a more light and open feel overall, but who knows. Anyway, now that's been almost a 10.5 minute video, I'm gonna sign off for the day and stop my rambling. See ya.